Well, me again for the opening and closing of these VHS tapes for this week. One of the greatest shocking movies of all time on VHS. That's one of Alfred Hitchcock's finest masterpieces. It is the 1960 classic Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock's great shock thriller, starring Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates, Vedder Miles, John Gevins, Martin Balson, and Janet Len. Composed by Bernard Herrmann. Bernard Herrmann's the one who composed other Hitchcock films like Vertigo and Marnie, and even Citizen Kane. And this VHS tape of Psycho is the 1984 reissue from MCA Home Video. Originally, Psycho came out in VHS and Beta back in 1980 from MCA Video Cassette Inc. And then it was reissued in 1984. Then it was reissued again in 1988 when it was put on laser disc in the letterbox. And here's the sticker label, what it just looks like. And this tape has got to be printed in around 1984. And on the beginning of this tape has the 1980 FBI warning screen. Then it's MCA Video Cassette Inc. in the 1980 original release of Psycho. It starts with the Paramount Pictures logo. Yep. But in the 1983 tape master version of Psycho, it has no Paramount logo, but it starts with the Universal Studios logo from 1980 or something like that. And also, Psycho was reissued on VHS during the 1990s when it was in letterbox in 1990 and 1994. Then it was in the Hitchcock collection in the late 90s, and the first time ever on DVD. Yep. And you know, Psycho shocked the whole world in 1960 when Janet Len got stabbed in the shower by God knows who. But I can't tell you what happened. Yep. Also, they made other Psycho films when the original Psycho left off. It was with Anthony Perkins stars again as Norman Bates in Psycho 2 in 1983, Psycho 3 in 1986, and Psycho 4 The Beginning made for TV in 1990. Yep. Then it was Psycho Remake in 1999. I think it's in 98. It's not that great compared to the old. Not that compared to the original Psycho. Yep. And so, without further ado, here's the opening and closing of Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece, Psycho, in 1960. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed opening and closing of Psycho. And before we close, this year, 2020, Psycho is marking the 60th anniversary when it was made in 1960. So this is the perfect time to be showing Psycho at this time of the year because it's Halloween. Yep. And thanks to Alfred Hitchcock's filmmaking, Psycho is one of the greatest shocking films of all time. It will be one of the greatest movies of all times, for it represents the AFIs. So that's all the time we have, and I'll see you next time for opening and closings of these other VHS tapes. Until then, stay safe and watch where you're going when you go into these different motels. Don't go to the base motels. Thank you.